Right, I've come to the end of my third day of feeding. I started off the day having a shave, and managed to sort of avoid the tube by wrapping it up around my head, and sort of just avoided it as it was going underneath it. So that was okay, just took a little bit longer than it probably normally would, including sticking everything back down again. And then today I've tried to have three larger feeds, or I had a breakfast of 240 sips and a tea and a lunch of 340 sips with water as well. Each of the larger ones came to around sort of 600-700 mils in one go. At lunchtime that felt absolutely fine. I didn't feel too bloated or anything after, but the tea time, so I had my lunch around 1:30 and tea around sort of 6, and after tea I really did feel full and quite uncomfortable as well. And I reckon if that's how it felt every day, I probably wouldn't have that amount in one go, and probably split that sort of evening one up into two different feeds, because it did feel like quite a lot. But the feeding, seems to be getting into a bit of a routine now. I'm getting used to, getting everything together, and it takes me about probably 8.5 to 10 minutes to have a bolus feed, which isn't too bad. So the feeding has gone well. Still not particularly feeling hungry, though. Leaving a larger gap in between feeds, definitely I felt more hungry than I have on other days, but still not particularly hungry. And still, the dry mouth is probably worse than the hunger for me, though. Again, really missing food. Ben's birthday today. Or he's having a birthday party today, and sort of sausage and mash and cake was going around, so I could have did miss not having that. So that's been the feeding today. Everything's gone okay. The feeling at the back of my throat's getting a bit better, and the feed going down, so I don't notice that quite as much. But I do find if I haven't had anything for a little while, like, it's a bit dry, and it does tend to grate a little bit at the back of the throat when you haven't had anything for a while. But apart from that, generally that sensation is sort of going, so I guess I'm just getting used to the tube being there. So that's today. Tomorrow I'm going to try and start pump feeding. So for the first day I'm going to pump feed over the whole day, just to see how it is feeding for that many hours, I guess, again, which a lot of our patients do have to do. So I'm going to aim for 1.5 litres, probably at around sort of 150-ish mils an hour, and see how that goes. I'm also going to go for my first run tomorrow with the tube, so we'll see how that feels. And then the following day with the pump feeding, I'm going to probably feed at a slightly faster rate, just to see if I can get the feed in a little bit quicker. So that's that, and I shall sign off for now and speak again tomorrow. Cheers.